got the blow. It's hot out here. Even that, I don't even know what the degrees is. And still don't, because I ain't turned my watch on. Well, let's speak on the black community attack on blue collar workers. All right. I think everybody needs to see this video, not just on the Patreon. So we're gonna keep it G-rated. So there's an attack on in our community, just on being a productive citizen, especially from a man's perspective. A lot of black women say, well, we are the most educated, and they push their daughters and nieces and female cousins to go get an education. Now, some people may say, well, why is it not the same for black men? One of the reasons that is not a lot of black male teachers. There's not a lot of black men teachers, bro. I didn't have a black teacher until middle school. So it's not a lot of black men teachers out there. So that's one thing y'all got to remember. It's not a lot of black teachers that are men, and most of the teachers are female. Okay? So they understand how other females work. They're more patient. And the school system is inverse towards us. Anytime we act up in the school system, they put us in remedial classes or they do things like this. They don't try to understand us. So it's hard to stimulate black boys in the classroom. They give us Ritalin, ADHD medicine, and all this stuff, and tell us that it's something wrong with us. All right. So that's a big thing right then and there, right? But carrying on, you got people that say, well, Trey, I couldn't see myself being an electrician. I couldn't see myself being a plumber. I couldn't see myself being a truck driver. And believe it or not, there's more successful and financially successful and secure skills trades workers on and off the books than there is rappers and guys like that who think they really making money. These dudes got 401k. Some of them still have pensions. Some of them have life insurance and insurance, really good medical insurance. Rappers out here don't even have medical insurance. They got insurance on that chain because the label fronted them that chain, and when they go to the upper room or something happened to them, that chain go back to the label. That chain go back to the label. So think about that for a minute. That chain go right back to the goddamn label. So, and they tell us, oh, it's not cool to go get a job, and you got a lot of kids thinking that getting a job is bum, and I'm a scam, and I'm gonna get on the internet and do YouTube and do all this type of stuff. There's no security in that, especially when you start thinking about things as you get older, your health. You know what I'm saying? When you start thinking about, you got a family, you need something that make them secure. All that type of stuff. So, and it's a lot of people a lot of the youth that's not informed and misinformed. They don't understand the power of a trade. I mean, just how powerful you can be just being a cook. Being the chef is very powerful. I know people who had their own private restaurants. That's another great idea for you brothers with women, and you running out of ideas what to do with them, especially for special occasions. Man, I know a couple dudes who got private restaurants where they cook right there for you and your woman. That's something that'd be litty. But they don't misinformed. They thinking about the money. They don't know nothing about insurance. They don't know nothing about retirement. They don't know nothing about none of that. All they know is Section 8. What is it, Medicaid or Medicare, whichever one for the not the elderly. They don't know nothing about none of that. So, but like I continue to say, they don't understand how you can, a plumber or electrician, even if you learn how to bake, you can bake on the side and make a hell of money. I know a lady that bakes cakes for me and my family all the time. She does very, very well. She does cake for celebrity stuff. She does very well. Very simple. Nice house, beautiful lady, beautiful family. So these lies where they go around and tell you that, oh, you got to do this, and you can't be a bus driver. I don't want a plumber. Where does that perpetuate from? Where does that start from? It starts from women. Just like I just did the Devin Haney and Tank video. Whenever you see these videos, I'm not sure. I did a video about them where they was basically going around, Toomba came on and said that people don't probably like Devin Haney because he's not a stereotypical hood nigga. Even though Tank ain't no hood nigga, he looked like a hood nigga. He come from the hood. And if you come from money in our community, that's seen as a badge of dishonor. That's seen as a badge of dishonor. So, like I continue to say, those situations and stuff of that nature. That's what it is. It all starts from women. And this is why women should not be in control of a household or be in control of a community. You seeing why throughout society they did not let women run dynasties, didn't let them run countries, didn't let them run regions, didn't let them run for president and government. You see anarchy in our community. Our women have been poisoned so far to believe that they can be in power. You have women of other cultures telling them to be proud and be independent. You don't need no man, but they marry, and they not looking at that. These women are under the leadership of their husbands, but they telling you don't be under the leadership of your man in your community. Be single, be a single mother, be proud. Y'all don't see this just another way to destroy our community like Section 8? And it's the women who telling these guys to go out here and make fast money. I seen it. I seen mothers tell their sons this. It's the women that tell them not to go do 9 to 5. Not to get a job. Not to get an education. Get out the house. Figure it out. It's them. I don't nobody want no plumber, electrician, stuff of that nature. That's them. They're the one that's telling them that. They're setting the standards. How many times do you see a black woman on the internet saying, I don't want a guy that working 9 to 5, I want a scammer, I want a drug dealer, and you ain't just seeing 19, 20, 21-year-old women. You got women in their 30s and 40s saying shit like this. And the new craze is finding a jailbird through the Facebook groups or on TikTok with them talking about dating guys that's been to jail. And getting them on jail dudes is winning, and that's what they want. And you want a lot of these productive black men, like Dr. Umar say, to save these women, they're beyond being salvaged. They're beyond it. They're beyond it. You can't salvage them, can't save them. And they say, oh, being this is weak, man. Don't understand the power of being a plumber. Don't understand the power of being an electrician, a chef, a cook, a baker. The power of it. You can make money on the books, off the books. You can have insurance and have money under the table. Even a barber, #1 hustler out here. He cut 10 heads at 50 a pop. Come on, man, that's $500 a day. He can just say, I only made $200. And that's what they gonna tax him for. Yeah, he do that 5 days a week. Man, come on now. That's a good living. 6 days a week, a lot of them go. That's a good living. Majority of that being tax-free. Come on. But y'all talking about this fast money that's not going to last long. You ain't even making enough money in the streets to bail yourself out of prison. And if you do be the case, that's all your money going right there. You hustling backwards. Instead of, even if you do make a mistake and slip up and, with a trade, you go to prison or you make a mistake or whatever, guess what? You can work for yourself. You can work for hire. People always looking for an electrician with all these new home improvement things. You can go work for yourself. So even if you do get in trouble or you do, you get in a situation and you fighting it and they put you on leave or whatever, you still can make money off the books. These are the backbone of our community. Always gonna need plumbers, always gonna need electricians. Like, it'll be a situation like Noah's Ark where, They'll sit here and they tell people, you know, we need 2 of this and 2 of that. Man, you understand? You're going to need electricians. You're going to need plumbers. You're going to need pipe fitters. You're going to need welders. You're going to need people who drive the rigs. You're going to need mechanics. You're going to need diesel mechanics. You know what I'm saying? You're going to need these type of people. You're going to need these type of people. You're going to need them. Trust and believe me, you're going to need them. If we all had to go to the motherland and start over, these are all people we're going to need. So, I forgot the kids off of school. These are all people we're going to need. So, yeah, y'all can sit here, bullshit, and do this and say that. But we're going to need these people, bro. And this girl sat here and lied and told me she was gone. Now she about to get cussed out. She about to get cussed out. I'm about to cuss this little girl out. I was going to give her some money too. Nope. She about to cuss out. But I appreciate y'all. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole 9. Appreciate the love and support. Appreciate y'all. Peace.